There's something truly special about getting older. The wisdom, the stories, the grandkids, and yes, even the little aches and pains that remind us we've lived a full life. But here's the thing. Age is just a number, and how you feel, how vibrant, how energetic, how alive you are, that's what really matters. So let me ask you this. Do you ever wake up in the morning, stretch your arms, and think, I've still got it? Maybe it's tending to your garden, taking your daily walk, or even dancing to your favorite old tunes. If you're between 65 and 80, and you can still do certain remarkable activities without feeling completely worn out afterward, then guess what? You might just be on track to live to 100. And not just live to 100, but thrive, enjoying every moment with energy, joy, and good health. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh, come on, living to 100? That's just luck. But here's the truth. It's not just luck. Science tells us that certain habits, certain movements, certain ways of living can actually add years, good years, to your life. And the best part? You don't have to run marathons or lift heavy weights to do it. It's about simple, everyday things that keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your spirit young. So in this video, we're going to talk about those key activities, the ones that, if you can still do them today, are a fantastic sign you're aging well. And even if some of these feel a little challenging right now, don't worry. We'll also talk about how to work your way up to them, because it's never too late to start. Let's begin with the first one, something so simple, yet so powerful, walking with ease. If you can walk comfortably for at least 20 to 30 minutes a day, whether it's around the neighborhood, through a park, or even just around your house, that's a huge win. Walking isn't just good for your heart and lungs. It keeps your joints moving, your muscles engaged, and your mind clear. Studies show that seniors who walk regularly have better balance, stronger bones, and even a lower risk of memory problems. Now, if walking feels tough right now, start small. 5 minutes today, 6 minutes tomorrow. It all adds up. The key is consistency. And if you've already got this one down, fantastic. Keep it up and maybe challenge yourself to go a little farther or try walking on different terrains to keep things interesting. Next up, lifting and carrying everyday objects without strain. I'm not talking about heavy weights here, just the simple act of lifting a grocery bag, a laundry basket, or even your grandchild, if they're not too big. If you can do these things without feeling like your arms are going to give out, that's a great sign. Strength isn't just about bulging muscles, it's about maintaining the ability to live independently. And if you've noticed that lifting things isn't as easy as it used to be, no problem. Start with small, manageable items and work your way up. Even just lifting a water bottle a few times a day can help rebuild strength over time. Now let's talk about the third activity, one that's often overlooked but so important. Getting up from a chair without using your hands. This might sound like a small thing, but think about it. How many times a day do you sit down and stand up? If you can do it without pushing off with your hands, that means your legs, core, and balance are in great shape. And that's a big predictor of longevity. If this feels tough right now, try practicing by sitting in a firm chair and standing up slowly, using your hands at first if needed. Over time, you'll build the strength to do it without assistance. Now, these are just the first few activities, but they're already telling you something important. Your body is capable of amazing things at any age. And if you're doing these things now, you're setting yourself up for a longer, healthier life. Before we proceed, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Thank you. One of the most beautiful things about aging is realizing just how resilient our bodies truly are. Even if we've had setbacks, maybe a knee that protests a little too much or a back that isn't as cooperative as it once was, our bodies have this incredible ability to adapt, to strengthen, and to keep surprising us. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next, Those everyday activities that, if you can still do them with ease, are like little secret signals that your body is built to last. The next activity on our list is one that might seem small, but it's a big indicator of vitality: climbing a flight of stairs without getting winded. Now, I'm not talking about sprinting up the steps like you're in your 20s again. Just being able to take them at a steady pace, one step at a time, without feeling like you need to stop and catch your breath. If you can do that, it's a fantastic sign that your heart and lungs are in good shape. Stair climbing is a natural way to keep your cardiovascular system strong, and it also works those leg muscles that are so important for balance and mobility. Think about it. Stairs are one of life's simple tests. They're everywhere, and being able to handle them means you're maintaining the kind of strength and endurance that adds years to your life. If stairs feel daunting right now, that's okay. Start with just a few steps, then rest if you need to. Over time, you'll build stamina. And here's a little tip: try taking the stairs sideways occasionally. It works different muscles and can be easier on the knees. If you don't have stairs at home, even stepping up and down on a low stool or curb can help. The key is to keep moving in ways that challenge you, just a little, every single day. Next, let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention, but is absolutely essential: bending down and touching your toes, or at least getting close. Now, I can hear some of you laughing. Touch my toes? I haven't done that since the 70s. But here's the thing. Flexibility isn't just about being able to tie your shoes without groaning. It's about keeping your muscles and joints supple, which helps prevent injuries and keeps you moving smoothly. If you can bend forward comfortably, whether you reach your toes, your shins, or even just your knees, that's a great sign your body is maintaining its elasticity. And here's why this matters more than you might think. Flexibility is directly tied to your independence. Being able to bend means you can pick things up off the floor, put on your socks, or tend to your garden without strain. It's these little movements that add up to big quality of life benefits. If you're thinking, well, I'm nowhere near that, don't worry. Flexibility is something you can always improve, no matter your age. Start by gently stretching every morning, even just reaching for the sky, and then slowly leaning forward a little more each day can make a difference. Try doing it while seated at first if standing is difficult. Now, let's move on to an activity that's not just good for your body, but also for your mind. Keeping up with a hobby that requires fine motor skills, whether it's knitting, painting, gardening, woodworking, or even playing cards, hobbies that use your hands are like a secret workout for your brain and your fingers. If you can still thread a needle, hold a paintbrush steady, or plant seeds with precision, that's a sign your fine motor skills are intact. And those skills are closely linked to brain health. Here's something fascinating. When researchers study communities where people regularly live past 100, they often find that these centenarians maintain hobbies that keep their hands busy well into old age. There's a reason for that. Activities requiring manual dexterity create new neural pathways in the brain, helping to maintain cognitive function. They also reduce stress, which we know is a major factor in aging. So if you've got a hobby like this, keep at it. And if you don't, consider picking one up. It's never too late to learn something new. Maybe try assembling puzzles, learning simple wood carving, or even just practicing handwriting exercises. Your brain will thank you for it. Now, here's the thing about all these activities. They're not just random exercises. They're natural movements that keep you independent, engaged, and full of life. And if you're doing them now, you're already ahead of the game. But there's one more key habit we need to talk about, one that ties everything together and might just be the most important of all. This next activity is so powerful that researchers have found it can add up to 7 years to your life expectancy. It's not about physical strength or flexibility, but about something much deeper: your connection to others, and to life itself. So let's keep going, because this next insight could be the game changer you've been looking for. Remember, every small step you take today is an investment in your future self. Whether it's climbing those stairs, reaching a little further in your stretches, or picking up a new hobby, you're building the foundation for more vibrant years ahead. And the beautiful part? It's never too late to start strengthening these abilities. Your body is always ready to respond to a little care and attention. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please take a moment to do so and like our content. Now we've come to what might be the most important secret of all. And it's not about physical ability at all. It's about maintaining a sense of purpose and joy in your daily life. You see, researchers studying centenarians around the world have found one common thread. These remarkable individuals wake up each morning with something to look forward to. Whether it's caring for a garden, volunteering, spending time with family, or pursuing a creative passion, that sense of purpose fuels their longevity in ways medicine is only beginning to understand. Think about your own life for a moment. What gets you out of bed with enthusiasm? Maybe it's your weekly card game with friends, reading to your grandchildren, or even just watching the birds at your feeder with your morning coffee. These simple pleasures aren't just nice to have, they're actually life-extending. Studies show that seniors with strong social connections and daily purpose have lower rates of chronic disease, better cognitive function, and yes, they tend to live longer, happier lives. Now, if you're thinking, but I don't have anything like that, don't worry. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you create. Start small. Maybe call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Offer to teach a grandchild one of your skills. Join a community group. Many churches and senior centers have wonderful programs. The key is to stay engaged with life because your mind and body thrive when they have reasons to keep going. Let me share a quick story about my neighbor, Sarah. At 82, she started feeling like her best years were behind her. Then her granddaughter asked her to teach knitting at the local community center. Suddenly, Sarah wasn't just an old lady. She was the knitting expert everyone looked up to. That simple shift added a spark to her life that you wouldn't believe. She's 91 now and still teaching 2 classes a week. This brings us to our final point, adaptability. The people who age the best aren't necessarily those who never face challenges. They're the ones who learn to adjust when life changes. Maybe you can't walk as far as you used to, but you can try water aerobics. Maybe your hands aren't as steady, but you can switch to larger knitting needles. The ability to say, "This isn't working anymore. What else can I try?" is one of the most powerful longevity tools you have. Now, let's bring this all together. If you're between 65 and 80, and you can still do most of these activities we've discussed, walking comfortably, maintaining strength, staying flexible, keeping up with hobbies, nurturing your sense of purpose, then you're showing all the signs of someone who's aging exceptionally well. But remember, it's never too late to start improving in any of these areas. Your body is always ready to respond to care and attention, no matter what age you begin. So here's my challenge to you today. Pick just one area we've talked about that you'd like to strengthen. Maybe it's adding 5 more minutes to your daily walk. Maybe it's reaching out to an old friend. Maybe it's trying that chair yoga class at the community center. Small steps lead to big changes over time. I'd love to hear in the comments, which of these activities can you still do with ease? Which ones would you like to improve? Your experiences might inspire someone else watching. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps others find this information. Don't forget to subscribe too, because we'll be sharing more tips like these to help you live your best life at any age. Remember, friends, aging isn't about counting the years, it's about making the years count. Here's to your health, your happiness, and to all the wonderful years still ahead of you. Now go out there and show the world what 60, 70, 80, and beyond can really look like.